Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to part 2 of my Let's Play Illusion of Gaia series. And this portion of the game, we're gonna go meet our introductory dungeon. We're gonna go in our first introductory dungeon and make sure we get introduced to our enemies and basic battle skills. There's 3 red jewel locations. One we found already by speaking to the guard that's hidden behind the pillar. And 2 more. One is in a chest and another is hidden inside of a barrel when you escape the dungeon. But anyway, to progress, talk to the guard and subsequently the princess. After that, make sure you go down and see the king, who's going to throw you in prison, and it's going to be a timed event. There's nothing to do but wait around for a short period until the voice of your father telling you how to escape. Now, after the king asks you for the crystal ring, he's going to throw you in jail for not having it. Whether you say yes or no, he's going to throw you in jail, so... which is, to me, is a pretty cruel way to deal with a kid. It's like, the guy's what, 14? It's like, don't throw him in prison. Just tell his parents that he didn't have what you asked, or did he lie. Just make sure you go around and talk to the moss in the corner, talk to the jail cell, and talk to this ball. And then you just have to wait around for the guard to give you a ration of bread, and for your father to tell you that he's still alive, he's just a spirit now, and you need to find him and save him, blah blah blah. And the princess who heard about you being thrown in prison will send you a key. Well, here's the bread and the ration, and then that's how you escape the jail. So until that time, you just gotta wait around until you hear a voice. Just gonna introduce you to collecting the red crystals, which are not to be mistaken with the red jewels. These red crystals are like the coins in Mario Brothers. If you collect 99, you get an extra life. But the maximum amount of lives and crystals you can get is 9 lives and 99 crystals. So when you see you reach 9 lives and you have 99 crystals, you can stop collecting the red crystal coins. And this is just text explaining the story that he's your father and he's still alive. And as you see, your counter went up to 5, a red crystal. Then you have 3 enemies in this dungeon: bats, skeletons, and these snake eyes things. Which the skeleton and the snake eyes, they shoot projectiles, which can be blocked by spinning your flute around. And here's a note from the princess giving you the key to the prison. This is a one-use item. As I stated in part 1 of the series, every item you get, you use it for one section of the story, and that's it. After that section of the story, it becomes useless. Even if it's in your menu, it's still useless. If you go to the right, there's a dark space where you can save your game and take advantage of that opportunity. If you go to the left and open this prison cell, there's a soldier who got locked up who says he can free himself. He doesn't need your help. So, alright. Well, let's leave him there. Alright, this is your first combat. If you manage to knock an enemy into another enemy, both of them will receive damage. Now, as you see, my heart power increased. Every time you kill every enemy in the room, you'll gain either life, heart, increase, defense increase, or you'll receive a power increase. So always make sure you kill everything. Never leave something alive in this game. Which sometimes it can be kind of tedious, hunting for all the enemies and make sure you killed everything. But it's worth it, because if you don't, you'll find yourself drastically behind the enemies and getting killed. You'll get killed pretty easily. And as you see, there's the first shot from that snake eyes that's in that water over there. Remember, you can block those projectiles by using your flute. Just keep that in mind, which I'm going to demonstrate for you for the purpose of this Let's Play. A lot of the projectiles in this game can be blocked by using your flute. And then that's our first block of the game. And the skeleton also throws a boomerang. Well, I killed him before he threw it, but he was about to throw it. I got hit by one of his shots. If you're too close to them, they'll still count it for some reason. So make sure you get a little bit of distance if you're going to block the shot. See if this guy's going to throw it. Well, he's not going to, so let's just kill him and move on. And some of the projectiles are just straight shots, but some of them actually can they're homing, and they'll track you down for a little bit. That's the two projectiles in this game. Either it's a straight shot or it'll follow you. So make sure you know what type of enemy you're dealing with and whether or not he shoots a homing projectile, because those homing projectiles can really get irritating. Alright, use your dark power to move one statue. If you see this flower floating around in the background, that's another character in the game. She'll introduce herself to you later. And if you accidentally hit her, she'll rebuke you. But as she flies around the screen, she gets in the way sometimes, so it's sometimes inevitable that you actually hit her. Alright, and then she'll give you some brief text about following her. Just make sure you go around, kill everything, find everything and kill it. If you hit this switch and go to the left, you'll find a treasure chest that contains a herb. There's only a set amount of herbs in the game, so make sure you use those herbs only when necessary. Like, it has to be absolutely necessary. Don't just say, oh, I'm hurt a little bit, let me use a herb. Don't do that. See, he threw a little boomerang at me. I'm taking quite a few hits. It's a little bit difficult to control it using the keyboard instead of the Super Nintendo controller. Just when you're going through, make sure you kill everything. At this point, they're going to drop spears. Make sure you keep moving. Just keep moving. Watch out for spears. When you're about to exit this little maze with the spikes, spears will drop down and hit you. So be careful of that. See that one right there? And then they block your path for a minute also, so that can be kind of annoying. Just make sure you dodge the spikes. This switch is stuck, which he'll say so. In order to unlock it, you have to jump down from above, which we'll do after we clear up these enemies. I can only take like two more hits before I die. That was pretty cheap. That spike thing was right there. That's pretty wild. And then I died. That's unbelievable. Well, anyway, just run back to your location. Most of the time, people don't die in these Let's Plays, but I told you these would be uncut, unscripted, so if I screw up, you'll see it. Now, I said the only way to level up this game is to kill everything in the room. But if you've already leveled up for that particular area, you don't have to kill everything a second time. So it's just, unless they get in your way, like this idiot here. Like, wow, I'm taking a lot of shots. That's pretty crummy. I'm taking a lot of shots again. I should have healed. Well, actually, I can't have full life. I should have healed on my way. Alright, we're almost back to where we were. This dungeon's pretty simple. I don't think they allow you to die either. Like most dungeons, you'll lose a life or it'll say game over. But this dungeon, it'll just send you back to the prison. Alright, that's pretty cheap, but having some control issues with this D-pad. And just watch out for that little thing there. And it'll take all your red jewels. And now I have to fight this bat and his minions. Well, that was pretty... He's like the first tough enemy. There's no boss in this little part. There's only the regular enemies or whatever. And you gotta talk to this flower, and you have to play the flute in this section of the game. Alrighty, we're almost through. Sorry about the death. Took a little extra time. So after we play this melody, we gotta go hit the switch, which is just belongs to that girl. She's gonna tell you to hit the switch on the count of 3. Just make sure you do that. Pretty simple. Alright, we'll go in here. Now, this is section 2 of the dungeon. In this section, we'll find a red jewel. And we'll also be introduced to the Freedan transformation. Freedan is a warrior, a dark knight, and he'll help you defeat enemies. He's stronger than Will, and also his sword is longer, so you get better reach. If I don't die, just be careful in this area. Which I'm about to die. Alrighty. Be careful to polish this. Make sure I polish this guy off. Alrighty, we did it without dying again. Alright, go inside this dark space. And the statue's on the right. First I'm gonna heal up for by speaking to Gaia statue. I guess we can record. Alrighty. We'll continue the journey. Alright, well, I appreciate that, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned for part 3 of the series, where I actually we're gonna deal with Freedan and finish up the dungeon. And make sure we get those red jewel locations, and then we'll head on to the next town after we save the princess. So alright, well, everybody, make sure you tune in for episode 3 and have a good day.